Few accounts are as powerful as the HSA. It's the only one that offers triple tax advantages. But too many people use it like a checking account. They miss out on years of potential growth. You can't control future healthcare costs, but you can control how to prepare for them. And this account can give you flexibility, growth, and tax advantages all in one place. And here's the reality. A 65-year-old couple may need $315,000 or more to cover healthcare expenses in retirement, and Medicare will not pay for everything. And those are just the averages. For high net worth families, the real exposure can climb substantially higher, especially with long-term care costs, advanced treatment options, or multiple years of out-of-pocket support for a spouse. Fortunately, a health savings account, or HSA, offers one of the most tax-efficient ways to plan for these costs, with triple tax advantages that make it one of the most underutilized tools for retirement healthcare. In this video, I'll walk you through 6 key approaches to use HSAs to help cover your retirement healthcare costs without draining your savings or disrupting your long-term portfolio strategy. Whether you're in your peak earning years or approaching Medicare eligibility, these key approaches can position you for tax-efficient care planning and long-term security. Stick with me because this is your chance to take control of your healthcare strategy. Hi, I'm David Millington, certified financial planner professional and president of Puzzle Wealth Solutions. I spent over 2 decades helping individuals and families build personalized financial strategies that seek to grow and preserve their wealth. So if you're ready to reduce your healthcare costs with HSAs, hit that like button and please subscribe for more practical retirement strategies in the future. All right, let's go. Key approach number 1, maximize your HSA contributions. If you're covered under a high deductible health plan, you're eligible to contribute to an HSA, but not maxing out contributions often leaves meaningful tax benefits on the table. In 2025, you can contribute up to $4,300 for individuals or $8,550 for families, plus an additional $1,000 catch-up if you're 55 or older. For high earners, underfunding an HSA means missing out on tax-deductible contributions, tax-free growth, and compounding in an account that doesn't count towards IRA or 401k limits. So here's how to tackle it. If you can, max out your HSA contributions annually. Use payroll deductions to reduce the taxable income and add catch-up contributions after age 55. And check for employer contributions. They count towards your cap. And also coordinate with your financial planner to prioritize HSA contributions alongside other strategies. This will help build a foundation for a powerful tax-free healthcare fund. And then once you're maxed out on the contributions, the next step is making sure those dollars are not just sitting idle. And that's key approach number 2. Invest your HSA for long-term growth. Too many high-income earners treat their HSA like a checking account, leaving cash uninvested and missing the real benefit, tax-free compounding. Instead of letting your HSA sit idle, you can invest it just like a retirement account. Here's an example. Leaving $50,000 in cash earning 1% yields about $55,000 after 10 years. But if you invested it with 6% annual returns, that same balance could exceed $90,000, all tax-free when used for qualified medical expenses. So here's what to do. Keep a small cash buffer for short-term needs, but then invest the rest in a diversified mix of low-cost ETFs or index funds. Align your HSA investment strategy with your overall portfolio as well. And then choose an HSA custodian with institutional grade options and low fees. Also, have your advisor monitor HSA allocations as part of your broader retirement strategy. Done right, your HSA can become a tax-free pool of capital for future care costs. Now that your HSA is invested for growth, here's a way to supercharge its potential by leaving it untouched as long as possible. And that's key approach number 3. Pay your medical expenses out of your own pocket. When possible, it may feel counterintuitive, But paying routine medical expenses out of pocket today allows your HSA to grow untouched and reimburse you tax-free later. For affluent families, this is often the most strategic play. Imagine allowing $100,000 of reimbursable expenses to compound inside your HSA for 20 years. At 6% annual growth, that's over $320,000 of tax-free value to access when healthcare costs are likely to be highest. Here's how to implement this. Use your personal cash flow or taxable accounts for routine medical spending, but keep detailed receipts of every qualified expense. Maintain a digital log or use an app to organize them. That way you can reimburse yourself down the road when you actually need the liquidity. Coordinate all of this with your tax and retirement income strategy. This approach gives you both flexibility and compounding power. Eventually, you'll need to tap those funds. And Medicare and long-term care costs are where HSAs really shine. Key approach 4, use HSAs for Medicare and long-term care. Once you reach age 65, your HSA becomes one of the few accounts you can draw from tax-free to pay for premiums and care costs. You can use your HSA funds for Medicare Part B, Part D, and Advantage premiums. Out-of-pocket costs, like deductibles and copays, can be covered as well. Long-term care insurance premiums, up to $5,880 a year annually for individuals over 71, can be covered too. Here's how to leverage this. Allocate HSA funds in your retirement cash flow plan to offset rising Medicare premiums. Cover long-term care insurance with HSA dollars instead of taxable funds. And avoid using HSA funds for Medicare premiums because they're not eligible. And discuss with your advisor how to sequence HSA withdrawals with other accounts. This approach allows you to preserve taxable investments while funding healthcare costs tax efficiently. But before you hit 65, there's one critical timing issue to get right, and that's knowing exactly when to stop contributions. Approach number 5, that's key. Stop your contributions before Medicare enrollment. You cannot contribute to an HSA once you enroll in Medicare, and failing to stop at the right time may result in retroactive penalties. For higher income households, coordination is critical to avoid tax mistakes like that while making the most of your final contribution window. Here's how to time it properly. Stop contributions 6 months before Medicare's effective date. Max out the contributions in your final eligible year, including those catch-ups. And if you're working past 65 at a company with 20 or more employees, you may still be able to contribute, but verify with your HR. And confirm your Medicare Part A effective date with ssa.gov. That's the website. And work with your financial planner or your CPA to verify contribution cutoff dates. Proper timing preserves your benefits and prevents unnecessary penalties. And finally, even after Medicare, your HSA can be a powerful backup plan if you know how to use it wisely. And that's the last one, key approach 6, plan non-medical withdrawals after age 65. After age 65, you can use HSA funds for non-medical purposes without a penalty, but you will owe income tax on the withdrawal, just like a traditional IRA. So while that's not ideal, this gives your HSA flexibility as a backup retirement income source if needed. Here's an example of that. A $100,000 HSA could be tapped to cover unexpected expenses without triggering a 20% penalty, so long as you plan around the tax hit. How do you manage this? Prioritize HSA use for qualified medical expenses first, those that are tax-free. Only use HSA funds for lifestyle or emergency needs if your medical coverage is sufficient elsewhere. But you can also reimburse old medical expenses if you kept those receipts before tapping for non-medical use. Strategically coordinating HSA withdrawals with Roth conversions or taxable income to stay within tax brackets is critical. And include HSA planning in your broader retirement income strategy. This flexibility enhances your optionality in retirement. So in closing, using an HSA strategically can help you work towards retirement, healthcare costs, while also preserving your savings. By following these 6 key approaches, maximizing contributions, investing wisely, paying out of pocket, covering Medicare and long-term care costs, stopping contributions on time, and planning withdrawals, you can build a tax-efficient healthcare reserve tailored for high net worth retirement. So if you're thinking about using your HSAs for retirement healthcare costs and want to book a time with my team, click the link in the description to schedule a consultation. We'll take a comprehensive look at your financial picture, but also discuss strategies that align with your goals. At Puzzle Wealth Solutions, we specialize in helping high net worth individuals plan more confidently for their retirement accounts with personalized strategies that go beyond the basics. If you found these approaches valuable, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more retirement planning insights. Until next time, stay informed, stay proactive, and take control of your retirement.